What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and I'm here to give you game to make you up your rank and champs this weekend and into the future. Go into your squad, go to team management, go down to defensive approach, and put it on aggressive 91 depth. The reason why is in the explanation right here. As it reads, the most front-footed defensive approach, adopting a high line that focuses on applying press once the opponent makes a mistake, and setting offside traps, uses more stamina, but guess what? It doesn't have any negative effect. When I do sub, which I don't always, but when I do, it might be 75th, 80th minute. Sometimes it's just a few players. If I do have to use all my subs, so be it. Most all of us have a good bench right now, but it's not like it drains your players to the point where you have nothing left early in the game. I'm talking literally 75th, 80th minute, if I even sub. So, why do you need to do this to up your rank? Well, it's all in the way the game plays right now. It is a very fast-moving game, but on top of that, it is very hard to manual defend. So you still absolutely need to work on your manual defending. You still need to have skill on defense if you want to give up less goals and be successful. However, when you are aggressive, when you have that setting on aggressive, your players, as soon as you lose the ball, will immediately start trying to win it back, which will force your opponent to make quicker decisions. It will give them less space. It will give them less open passing lanes, and you will win the ball a lot quicker before they even get down into a dangerous area where you have to defend to prevent a possible scoring chance. When you go on to aggressive, you are going to increase your offense just by defending and winning the ball further up the field. It's as simple as that. Now, can you do this on high? Yes, you can, but it is definitely, I'd say, like if you're putting in percent, I'd say 30 to 40% less effective. You're still somewhat on the back foot when you do a high defensive approach as opposed to aggressive. So high would be anything 70 to 90. Even though that line is still high, right, that pressure, the amount of pressure based on that setting going from high to aggressive, that's what changes it. Your players just aren't as in the opponent's face, but at the same time, when you do high, they're almost in no man's land sometimes, right? They're not press up on the opponent to force them to make a quicker decision, which a lot of times leads to mistakes, but they aren't far enough back to where you can set all your players behind the ball. I would either go 50 balanced and totally commit to sitting back, or go 91 with that aggressive in-your-face press. The 70 stuff, which even though it's the most popular, to me, it should be the last choice, because if you're going to use that higher line, if you're going to use a more pressing approach, trying to win the ball up the field, then you need to go to aggressive anyway. It gives you the best chance. It puts the most pressure on your opponents. As you can see, my players aren't all over the place and out of position. Yes, sometimes they're going to beat the press just like they would with the 70 depth, but they're going to beat it a lot less than if you had 70 when you use 91, the aggressive approach. They're going to beat it a lot less, and then when they do beat the press, it's no different as far as how you have to defend any other time when the opponent gets the ball. Meaning, it's not like all of a sudden, because you're on aggressive, you only have one center back to defend and all your other players are out of shape. Not at all. It just means they're going to be pushing harder and pushing faster to win the ball back. That's all it means. Nobody's going to be running all over the place. You're not going to see your center back going all the way up where strikers are. Nothing like that. That's what scares many players away from using that aggressive approach, because they connect it to basically meaning like constant pressure, which I've said this in a previous video. It is like the revamped constant pressure, but in a way that you don't only have to use it when you need a goal. You can absolutely and should even use it throughout the entire game if you are a player that wants to use, like if you are using 70 right now, then you should be changing to 91. If you are more of a balanced, back-footed player that you use 50 depth and want all of your players behind the ball, and then you let your opponent come at you before you try to win the ball back, then you want to go 50 and balance. I wouldn't go any lower than that, like no drop back, but that's the only players I could see not using aggressive. I guarantee you this will help you up your rank immediately, and it will help you going forward, whether it's rivals, champs, anything, because not only will you win the ball up the field, which means giving yourself more scoring opportunities, but when you win the ball up the field, you will cut off many of the chances your opponent otherwise would have had to score goals against you. So just by process of eliminating their scoring chances and raising the amount of scoring chances you get, you win more games, you get higher rank, we're all happier, right? So, in summary, one more time, go into your team management, go into your defensive approach, set up on 91 depth, which is the aggressive approach, and go win more games. See you on the next one. Peace.